Now that I've covered all 6 of Sony's Marvel Universe films on Fright Flix, it's now time to rank them from worst to best. To be honest, I don't actually like any of these movies overall, but if I had to put them in order, this is how I'd rank them based on my personal preference. So, let's get started. Kicking off this list is Madam Web, a film that had absolutely no reason to exist. Watching this, I kept asking myself, why was this made? Who was asking for this? The acting is weak, the script is nonsensical, the visuals are dreadful, and for some reason, the villain's dialogue doesn't even match his mouth movements.
Weird.
This is, without question, one of the worst superhero films of the decade, period. Let alone in this already failing franchise. Coming in second to last place is Morbius. I'll admit, you can tell some effort was put into it, but it's still just as bad as I remember. The plot is painfully generic, and while Matt Smith is the only actor who seems to be having fun, the rest of the film is a mess. The editing feels choppy, like entire scenes are missing, and it ends on one of the worst post-credit scenes ever.
Not a great plan.
Honestly, you can tell this is a disaster from the moment the title appears on screen. In fourth place, we have the second Venom film, Let There Be Carnage. Despite director Andy Serkis' best effort and a fresh cast, the film completely falls flat. Tom Hardy's performance feels lacklustre and the story is way too rushed to have any real impact. The production values are all over the place, making this easily the weakest of the 3 Venom films. Unlike most franchises, where the second one improves on the original, this one does the exact opposite.
Yes, but at least they never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity.
Taking the bronze spot is the final entry of this franchise, Kraven Hunter. While I think it's just as bad as the previous entries, I have to admit it's at least entertaining. It has a functional story and an interesting protagonist, with Aaron Taylor Johnson giving a solid performance.
Nice.
However, the production values, cheesy dialogue, bad pacing, and Russell Crowe's hilariously bad accent make this feel like the Room of superhero movies. Before I reveal my top 2 picks, I just want to remind you all to hit that like button, subscribe to Fright Flix, and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. How would you rank the Spider-Man-less Sony-verse films from your worst to best? You let me know in the comments down below. Now, back to the list. Coming in at second place is the third and final Venom film, Venom: The Last Dance. While it's an improvement over Let There Be Carnage, the pacing is still off, and it never quite recaptures the charm of the first film. That said, the performances, characters, visuals and action sequences are all solid, and Kelly Marcel delivers a promising directorial debut. Despite its flaws, it's a decent send-off for the trilogy.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
And finally, my top pick is the original Venom from 2018. While it doesn't stand out in the larger superhero genre, it's a fun, entertaining ride that feels nostalgic for the pre-MCU era of superhero movies. Tom Hardy is great, Riz Ahmed delivers a memorable villain performance, and the visuals are strong.
I like it!
It blends superhero action with horror elements in a way that works, even though we never got that iconic Spider-Man vs. Venom showdown. But overall, this is how I rank the Sony Spider-Man-less Universe films from the worst to the best one last time. Thank you all for watching today's video. Check out all these films and form your own opinion. And be sure to make sure you catch up on all my past videos on Fright Flix. Join me next time for another video, but until then, stay spooky.